while we wait for the head ref here, it's one of those moments where it's like, well, if you're watching hockey right now, you know that one Ontario team is moving forward, so you feel good about that.
Yeah.
Got the Battle of the Sailor Sea here, but it's also one of those hilarious moments where it's like you travel across the world to play a tournament, only to play your local rivals.
I know, right? But what are you going to do? It's a testament to the strength on both sides that they get to come across each other, and this will be their first time playing against each other this tournament as they were in opposing pools.
Both sides ready, and we're underway. Nathan Herbert head reffing it. Shots fired.
Oh, and Leaf gets taken out by number 7, Alyssa Yorger. I think she thought she might have got a trade, but she was able to get out of the way just in time. Oh, and they get another really good cross-court shot on Molly Pelletier. And the burden's going to be on Hyper to throw. Cynthia Lee showing off that cannon.
All right, now 3 balls in the attack zone by Bloom. Captain Alyssa Jorger, number 7 on the left wing. Watch out for her.
Yes.
Burden to throw on Bloom.
And we get a nice cross court from number 14. I believe that is a newer addition to their team.
It is indeed. Tony Wu.
Tony Wu, okay.
4 players, ball apiece. Preemptive strike by Jorger, taken out So, saying, I recognize you and you're my enemy now.
And Bloom right now with no damage to their side, 6 players up.
Bloom, the underdogs of this match.
Commentator Curse, I spoke too soon. Yorger gets taken out, just a graze on the foot.
Lily Lau sending it. Watch out for her, ever the aggressive player. At Worlds on the cloth. Team for women. 5 on 3. Defensive play call by Field. Watch for her. Telling her teammates to hustle to the line.
Wow, lots of pressure by Lily Lau and Cynthia Lee. They are not afraid to run people down and do some big, big pumps.
Shot clock counting down against them. Field goes high of Ramsey. Burden to throw on Bloom. Shot clock counting down against them.
Oh, a nice attempt by Stella Valance, number 3.
Not a shadow catch as that Bloom erupts with an out. Ramsey eliminated here. Rhea Bruno pushing that ball into her, unfortunately.
Oh, wow, I keep doing it.
It's like when you hear it, you're like, ah.
Yeah, no, Lily Lau gets a really nice rundown. That is definitely one of her strengths. She is incredibly fast. Really likes to get those close range shots. Oh, and unfortunately, Bloom.
I was just going to say, one of the things that's differentiating these teams right now is the transition work, as you said, of Lau and Lee versus very slow on Bloom. Hard to hear. It's very loud right now. But as we can see right now, well, they got no balls, but they're coming together, setting the play. The shot clock's counting down against them.
That they need to get a little bit faster on that. They definitely do not want to get timed out again because you've got some dangerous throwers on the other side. You don't want to give them just free range to take their best shots.
You lose your shield in that process.
And they go for Cynthia. That is a
an
incredible catch at close range from Cynthia Lee. That is no small feat.
What a way to end it.
Yeah, Stella Valance on the other side gets a shot on Lily Lau and then a catch to close it out.
It was actually great work in transition, both teams.
Yeah, we were just talking about the transitional work. It's almost like they heard us.
And they stayed up there. Amazing work, Chung. You could tell that, like, oh my God, I have an opportunity for a second reaction.
Yeah, she bobbled it a little, but was able to close in.
Alyssa Wright on court, ready and out already.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Stella Valance in the middle there. So Groves, also a new member to the team. And actually, one fun fact about her, I think she's formerly on a UK, Lucy Groves, former UK softball and cloth dodgeball player.
Oh, wow. So she's getting a little bit of loving on the Canadian side. That's really fun. I love seeing some of those cross-border relationships form.
Oh, man. I'm used to Leaf getting away from every ball, but that one had eyes on her.
Yeah, it's almost like it just was meant to be.
So with a defensive play call, pushing up Lau again.
So much pressure and a very convincing, very terrifying fake.
Captain Pelche, sidewinder, getting Groves.
Pelletier, also a 2024 Team Canada mixed foam world's gold medalist.
Big shot, big block.
I would like to point out, I mean, if those of you who are at the thing listen to my commentary will already know this, but on Hyper, there are actually 3 World's MVPs on their team. Yeah, so they have
Cynthia Lee, of course.
Cynthia Lee, Riel Leaf, and who's it? Oh, I think they had someone subbing at the thing, and I was able to talk about them, but they're not here. So 2, but still quite incredible. Okay.
Both out of Victoria, BC.
Yes, exactly. A small but mighty community.
Salish C battle right here. Lauren Mew eliminated. Jorger now taking her usual spots on the left corner. Rhea Bruno on the right.
Nice shot from Alyssa Jorger, just getting Lily Lau on the knees.
3-player to 2 advantage. That means the burden is on Hyper. Big rip.
Big rip. Just crawls down from her block.
Do you find is it always like a straight fastball? If you've ever gone up against
I think so, yeah. She's got just quite a snap. She is like all arm and has just a really big release and so much power behind it.
And they're ready, set, expect, preemptive throw.
And Cynthia Lee tries to retaliate.
No full send yet. We're gonna mix up placement. And 2, staying away.
Looked like they called corners. Jorger opted to take a counter. Oh, and I think the Shagger, who looks very mad at himself, Dan Smart.
Touch.
Oh, look at, he's just beating himself up over there. That's all right, we never blame our Shaggers.
Big pressure, no throw. Burden to throw, shot clock counting down. 2 seconds left, 1, she just gets it out. It's on the zit. So she got it out in time.
Let's see if they full send it here. Oh,
Gets
they
it
don't,
done.
but they do a little bit of a stack right. And that ties it up. I have a feeling this is going to be a little bit of a back and forth match. When you know a team so well, it tends to be.
Grove staying in to receive the toss back. Oh, a quick one by Wright. Takes out Ramsey before a release. Oh, that pump fake got Lau up in the air. A burden to throw on Hyper.
Oh, Molly coming in with her low rising sidearm.
Defensive play call by Leaf. Expect some action from Hyper and not get delivered there.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe she did tell them just to hold.
The
Cynthia
rifle
gets
delivers
another
again.
rifle on the corner. That is such a tough matchup. If you're really on that right side, you're in for quite a burden. And Riel gets a stunning catch off of their captain, Alyssa Yorker.
Might have heard it here. Sue, number 10, watch for her on the right. Her first set gets 2 in hand, fresh arm.
We see a windmill from number 26, Mew. That is really interesting. Oh, Molly just tries to close in on it and can't. Just slips out of her fingers. But that
Hyper.
is 4 balls in hand for Hyper, and unfortunately 1 ball just floating in the middle for Bloom.
Hyper staying in that attack zone, keeping the pressure off. Leaf doesn't want to leave. Looking down Mew.
Wow, I'm surprised she didn't stay up there to kind of babysit that ball, not giving them a chance to pick it up. But I think she opts to just let them take their offense and use their numbers. They're up 5-2.
Right, fresh arm, hasn't had many throws. It's Lee sending it. Counter gets out Mew, now 1v5. Tough situation for Sue.
Definitely a tall task. Oh, and unfortunately the ball retriever also misplays a little, but
Oh boy. When you hear the ball retriever as part of the commentary, it's rarely a good thing. Oh, and there's the full sand, but Sue.
a little bit delayed. I think that her team was trying to call her out on the line.
Okay.
And the ref was a little bit hesitant, but ultimately agreed with their call. You know, sometimes when you have your team call you out, you got to trust them. They're obviously not going to call you out if it didn't work. I thought I saw it from the commentary little booth over here, but it's not my job to ref, so.
Opening rush, toss back, bobbled by Hyper. Push it
Their
up.
ball retriever manages to save the day.
Tony Wu holding up the right wing right now. Watch out. She's got a beast of a burden to hold up Lee.
I know. I think she's up for the task.
And targeting Leaf, and Lee sends it. Bruno stays alive, though. Getting to the back line is Bloom. It is their burden to throw, though. Let's see how they do transitioning into offense again. So they wanted right. They have a target on her right now. Pelche in the center, pushing.
Nice hops. Nice hops. And you can see Stella Valance on Bloom is making a lot of play calls out in the middle. I would definitely say she's a big strategist for their team. Big brain. She has a lot of experience. Made her Team Canada debut in 2024 for the women's foam team as well.
Shot clock counting down against them again. Leaf a limb.
At Leaf. That is a really good target, and I like the angles. They use their crosses because, as you saw, just in the previous point, she made a wonderful catch.
They pinned her down with it. Valance protecting. Big pump fake from Lee.
Terrifying, isn't it?
Absolutely. Two throws, one connects. Lita Chung now taking the right wing. Burden to throw with the extra ball is on Bloom. Oop, a little greedy fingers there.
Janice and Stella follows up with a really good counter onto Lily Lau, who was ready to push up and put a lot of pressure. I think she saw that coming.
Hyper losing a couple. This end, reset the shot clock. Slow and steady for Bloom. Sending at Pelche, and a counterattack is very effective, but now it's a 1v4 situation. Alyssa Wright by herself right now. Sends one, no push. Jorger's played right many times. Bruno sends it. Okay, this could be a good full send opportunity. That fake. Two.
I believe that fake. I thought Alyssa was releasing for sure. Got a ball rolling, and she manages to keep it on her side.
All right, readies. We got two Alyssas on court right now, opposing one another. Right,
so
two balls in
Alyssa
hand.
on Alyssa battle.
Jorger, Ramsey, Chung, ready into the attack zone. Send one, two ball block, keeps alive. Big moment for Alyssa Wright. Could she be your VC ultimate dodgeball? Whoa, big catch. It is Alyssa v. Alyssa.
And it is Alyssa v. Alyssa. And Alyssa Jorger takes the win to tie it up for Bloom. Like I said, a lot of back and forth. The teams are really familiar with each other.
Hyper. Wright still there. That's one impressive thing. It's just they've got the roster to give her a rest, but you can tell that she's a key part of the opening rush.
Oh, yeah. But she does get taken out. It looked like Jill Brooks was taken out off the rush, so is Alyssa Wright, and they also get a hit on Cynthia Lee to go up 6v3.
Big shift. Groves and Sue, new players holding up that right wing, and Wu on the left. This is an interesting formation for Bloom.
I do like it, though. I like when teams, mix it up a little, and it's clearly working.
This might be a go-to group here.
Yeah, you can see there's a lot of fluidity on court. They're actually passing the balls off to a lot of different players. You never let the other team know your next move.
Yeah. Yu switching out right there. Now making a play call. Big shots, counterattack at Groves does not connect. So getting the ball. Two balls apiece, it's their burden to throw over at Hyper. Wow, grips it, rips it. It is so with the throw.
These two players on Hyper are going to be very hard to hit. They are both phenomenal blockers and dodgers.
Oh, and that's how you do it.
That was
ankle
an incredible
biter.
throw. That was number 18, Groves. Wow. Clearly transitioning from cloth to foam very well.
Burden to throw on Lau. 3 seconds on the shot clock remaining, taking every second available to her. And is that, no, it is not a catch. It ends up being a ricochet out. Sue is not connected on right there.
I think that caught her by surprise just a little bit. Almost got hands on it.
But just a little too close. Lau readies her background in 8.5-inch foam. Says, come at me, bro.
Yeah, and her experience at cloth also double down on that.
Yeah, no kidding. Just don't use a neutral zone that doesn't exist here. Oh, and that's a trade situation that you want.
She was not afraid to just keep throwing balls. Definitely trusts her dodging and her catching.
Is there going to be a hail of bullets at her? No, just one. Pressure coming from Wu. Slow retreat. Play call time now for Bloom. One turf low. Preemptive strike does not connect.
Lau is not afraid to take those counters and hope that someone throws a nice solo ball right into her pocket.
Sends it just in time.
Another double throw. She almost timed out on the shot clock there, but got both of those throws off.
Lots of balls going against her now. Preemptive, great block.
Those one-handed blocks are so impressive. Just tracking the ball and being able to block, like punch it right out of the air. Again, doesn't even put her other hand on that ball. She is so trusts her block with one hand. And now she has 5 balls on her side.
Yeah, do you call a timeout? Oh, wow, Sue.
See, that question, you said you call a timeout. If she hadn't have made that hit, maybe you give her a break, but making that hit, gives her a little bit more energy, a little bit more fire. Wow, that was a little bit of a double tap.
Yeah, smack down on that one. Yeah, Lau is going to be sitting for that one.
I think they're going to give her a little bit of a break.
Jill Brooks conferring, and it goes on.
The time is still running, so unless this is a timeout, I think Hyper's got to make sure they put their bodies on the court. Yeah, 3 minutes left in the first half of this playoff game.
Field back on court, toss back, going to her. No, defensive. Nothing doing. Last of throws will be Hyper. Big throw.
Really
Sneaky.
good counter onto Leaf.
Jorger showing her veteran leadership there. Just hiding in the shadows, taking the opportunity. Unseen.
Unseen, but definitely heard with those throws.
Groves, Sue. It's Groves with the throw on. Lee ably protects herself. Ball coming off court. Here it is. Co-captain Pelche, suit. Whoa, high and outside. Lee, Cannon, thankfully not at us.
Yeah, not at us this time.
So making another play call again. Ready, sets. Gets
She's
Brooks to
having
send
a little
it.
bit of a conversation.
Oh!
Wow, what a really good.
Great reaction by Lee, going like, I got you, wow.
She saves Pelletier on the pop-up and then points at her aggressively yelling, stay.
Yes.
Stay on the court. Don't you dare walk off this court.
Big shift bringing Leaf back.
Wow, and they are back to their full flush. They are back up 6 players to 3.
Good odds to bring it back 3-3 for the score. And another opportunity. Oh, Field is just short of it.
Unfortunately, she
does
get
ball.
her fingertips on it, but that means it was a double.
Tough catch. Hopping forward, Groves is eliminated, but there's a 2-player advantage right now for Hyper. Their burden to throw. Ramsey in that left corner. Watch for her ready in defense. Do they make their way to try and get that ball? You got to watch out for leaving.
I think at some point they have to, because you can't let it be stuck
Like
there.
that?
Oh, unfortunately, a little bit of a blunder. Tries to keep it on her side, accidentally kicks it right over to them.
And now they have a ball apiece. Expect 2 on target. Ada Chung stays alive.
Less than a minute left in the half.
Do we end the half at a tie? quiet in the action. Leaf making that play call.
Now I wonder if Hyper is going to push for the point or potentially try to ride this out and go into no blocking, up 4 bodies to 2.
2 seconds on the shot clock. In and out in time. We're now 10 seconds remaining. So expect a pickup in the number of balls thrown, if not all of them. So in their minds was the 10-second game clock, but Nathan Herbert.
He did try to call all the balls, but they have timed out, so it will go into no blocking. I'm not sure if that was the call he was making. So correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding, and maybe I'm not doing the 2024-2022 rules, is there is technically no burden in the last 10 seconds of a match.
Oh.
You're supposed to just count down the 10 seconds, but I could be wrong. That could be a 2024 new rule, but there technically is no burden, so sometimes you'll see teams just kind of stand there because technically it's on nobody.
Is that a cloth thing?
I think it's one of the cloth rules that might have transitioned over to the 2024, so we aren't using that rule set at this tournament. We are using 2022 WDBF rules. Vintage, yeah, classic, I like to call it.
Stampede Classic here in Calgary, Alberta. Defensive play call again by Leaf. You know you're a strong team when you know what to do in every situation of the game. You're not being reactive. You're ready to go. No block, and that does it.
Double tap, and they give Ramsey 5 balls in no blocking.
In between targets, sends a second one, pulling Leaf back. So waiting for her teammates because she knows there's a couple other balls around.
And she knows that Ramsey is quite a great catcher.
And an opportunity not taken right there, and that makes it a 3-3 half.
Wow, very exciting, very exciting.
Nothing tipped either way. So if you're in that bloom and you're hearing Shane Solberg, is there anything that he might be giving as feedback and opportunity to improve?
Honestly, at a 3-3, I don't think either team is fundamentally doing anything wrong. They're definitely trading points back and forth. It's now trying to figure out, okay, we're trading, but now we need to get one up on them. Some of the games have really been skewed one way or the other. They're finishing with 6 players on the court, or they're finishing with like 3v1s. So each team has to figure out how they're going to get a leg up on their opponents.
Say, if anything, we've got kind of Bloom maybe working on that pace.
Yeah, exactly. I think that you're going to see Hyper continuing to push the line and to use their speed. And I think that Bloom needs to retaliate. I think they are letting some of Hyper's best throwers get off their best throws. You never want Cynthia Lee to be able to full wind-up release at any of your players. So I think a little bit more pressure from the Bloom side could help them in that situation. But if they're going to keep letting their players take full shots, then Hyper's got to take advantage.
Now the true pressure is on. Starting to think of who is the potential VC Ultimate player of the match. We'll put a couple up per side. Alyssa Wright holding her own for a little bit there. We had Brenna Ramsey in the end soloing. Great catch on reaction, Cynthia Lee. Hard to not have. Lucy Groves, of course, had some great plays. Yeah, so we definitely know that Cynthia Lee gets on that, not just by reputation. And I'm gonna go Lily Lau as another option, because it's unsung hero there, holding up that right wing.
Yeah, I really like the way the two of them have been sort of counterbalancing each other. You can see them both go up, both come back, kind of piston each other, apply different areas of pressure.
And you know, scare factor is real. So let's also hope that we don't have to mention the ball retrievers the second half.
Yeah. I mean, I will mention them for the fact that Hyper has their own ball
Custom
retrieving
jerseys.
pennies.
Yeah.
I love that. We did bring our own, but they're definitely not customized. We actually just drew in Sharpie a big V so that we would not get them lost amongst all the other red pennies scattered on the courts.
I'm glad that's not like a hazing whistle that you're putting a V on certain people.
No, it's a V for Valkyrie, everybody.
Fly, Valkyrie, fly. Field rips it, grips it, and gets tagged. Pelche staying alive after the tush push there.
Yeah, Alyssa Jorger with a really good rush. That is a really far rush
right.
and gets caught.
Hey, that was a Alyssa return there.
A little
It's
bit
like,
of
you
a-
caught
now-
me before. I
Now
can do the
they're
same.
even, so we'll have to keep tally.
Slight advantage to Jorger with the high. I'm trying to think of the word where this kind of high pressure moment, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Getting that
ending the
final
set.
catch as the final kill. Oh my goodness.
High leverage. That
I
was what I
don't
was
want to
looking
mention the ball retrievers, but Wincy just full belly slid across the court to try to keep that ball on their side.
Would we call that like a penguin slide then?
Yeah, exactly. I
It's
have never done that as a ball retriever.
Pelche right in the center. It's Brooks and Pelche with the throw. Are we going to see quick in transition work again by Hyper? The push up. Quick in the retreat is Bloom. That'll be another opportunity for them. It's like having a designated play to at least be slow to return back to the back line. Good pressure.
Cynthia Lee uses that opportunity. You could see number 14 across from her totally throws at someone else, and it gives her the freedom to take whoever she wants.
Bruno out, 3 remaining for Bloom. Ready, set, deliver 1. And run quickly back.
I like it, and I mean, it definitely, when you're down 6-3, you can't really afford to stay at the line, put yourself at risk. Even a trade situation in this moment would completely benefit Hyper.
Absolutely, we got a full court on the near end of your screen here. Right with the play call, I believe calling your own number sends it solo direct onto Ada Chung, who protects herself. We're getting a second ball.
I do find it interesting. They're still just releasing 1 ball. They do have enough players to maybe risk it and send 2 on a priority target, which for me would be Wu, number 14, playing in Bloom's right corner.
Who keeps alive on the Lee throw. Field was eliminated in the earlier play. They got a refund on that ball. Ramsey sends it, missing Pelche. Ball retriever smart, given to So. Hands it to right, they're ready, set, and deliver.
That is a really good cross. That is a great priority target, as I just said, and Alyssa, definitely lots of experience, could recognize that. Called her own number and took the shot.
So far, Ramsey's been kind of keeping it direct, keeping it low. So I wonder if she could mix it up. New target. Tough to square up against Pelche when she's got a ball in hand. So, suggesting her teammate Pelche should throw, yep. Two balls apiece for the Bloom women. Ready and deliver 1.
Bounces just short of Alyssa Wright. See, again, they're really just switching up the corners. They're giving them a lot of different opponents, so they can't figure out anybody's habits, anybody's patterns. Except Cynthia Lee, of course, staying hunkered down on her left side, as she should.
Locked and loaded. 37 caliber gun readies and preemptive strike is what you need on her. Look at that attitude.
But she walks off the court smiling.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
So frustrated.
But you gotta love what you do, or else you're not gonna do it right.
Jill Brooks wearing the Bork jersey, number 11, takes the left wing. She's squared up and hops out of the way, provides pressure. Ramsey thinking about pushing her back.
Is there a reason she's wearing Bork?
You know, I don't know.
No? Okay. I mean, that's really fun to say, so.
You know, a lot of players out of Victoria that had kind of more funsies last names on the jerseys, and that one, I just think that one might have just stuck. Hey-o!
That is a good attempt on the catch. I have definitely seen Ramsey make those before, but nice tough shot right up high.
Oh, okay. That one was thrown in time. It wasn't like just to be sure.
Sometimes when you're already releasing, you got to commit it. It would almost be worse to hold your body back. It could do damage to your shoulder.
Especially this far in, yes.
Yeah, spike the ball right into the ground.
And a pivotal point puts the Hyper women ahead in the Salish C contest here. Big rip. Oh, and it connects.
Does graze her. I honestly didn't even see that from here.
Have we seen much of Lauren Mew so far?
I don't think so.
Yeah. And she gets a quick out on the field throw. So hoping Lee can connect. Big rip. And it's a ball in hand. It often doesn't matter. If she gets full power.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. There's almost not enough pressure. You're letting Cynthia get up and take her best throw, which is absolutely deadly.
Now sometimes, and one thing, Valkyrie, high strategy team, do you have an opportunity where someone becomes sort of like, hey, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to get, I don't care if I get out too? Like to kind of go in and pressure?
We never kind of have the mentality of body for a body. We value our own lives a little bit too much on the court, but definitely applying pressure doesn't always mean you have to throw. You don't necessarily have to go for it, but you at least have to make them think that you're going to. So that they hesitate and maybe they take their eyes off their target, or maybe they don't get a full wind-up.
In this sense, maybe Captain Balance providing that kind of eye pressure.
Yeah, a little bit harder to do when you have less players.
Definitely in this 2v everybody situation, it's more personal survival.
Yeah, exactly. And you do also have to pay attention to the person that is directly across from you.
Oh, but yes, she does it. And another catch, are you kidding me?
That was a really good shadow catch by Cynthia Lee.
Wow. Oh, and it was funny, is it just like kind of like jumped over the body. It almost, it wasn't a like greatly overthrown ball.
No, not at all. It was just Fields went down to make a catch on her side, and I think that her intention was probably to hit her, and she sailed it a little too high.
Barely.
Barely, but Cynthia Lee was in the perfect position.
So far, Lee had these like unbelievable reaction catches.
Oh, yes.
A lot of times over there, we'd see it's like because she's a little farther forward, and it's a quick snap the ball off Molly, that you'd think it's going to be a double out because it hits you so quick. Versus like that catch and the, like you mentioned before, that wherewithal to be like stop,
don't go out of bounds, not letting my teammate go.
Yeah,
exactly. No, she definitely has her head on a swivel a lot. I think she sees a lot of the court, and when you do that, you don't get hyper focused on one section of the court. Hyper focused, funny. Then you can kind of see everything. It's a really good attribute to have, especially as a corner. Because sometimes you can get a little too focused on just the person in front of you, but it's helpful to see the whole court and see what everybody's doing at the same time. But it looks like Hyper finally broke. They snapped the back and forth that was happening there. It was like 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, and now they've snapped it. Gone up 5-3 with 13 minutes. Still a lot of time on the clock.
Both sides ready. Momentum riding on the Hyper end. Can Bloom change things up with a triple toss back, one throw.
Now you'll notice Hyper hasn't changed their lineup from the past couple points. I mean, when your lineup is hot and you're winning, you just gotta keep it running. Really dangerous move to take a cross shot when you're staring down Cynthia Lee, but sometimes you gotta take risks.
Right, sends it high of target. Resets the shot clock. Let's see how quick the pace is here for Bloom. It's picked up for sure. Georgia sends it hard on target, but ably blocked. So suggesting, I believe, Lee rip it, and she does. Yeah, there's no funk on it, but it is just going right through you, even if you have a ball.
Exactly, and sometimes that's all you need is a really good fastball.
Right, melting after that one.
A little bit embarrassed by that hit, I think.
I do see a defensive play call here by Bloom, and it ends up being a counter connecting on field.
Yeah, they did get the counter off on Fields, but Lee punishes for that, but they are left with only one ball on the Hyper side.
Ooh, so
they elect towards.
Just getting a load of that one. just barely hopped over her shoe.
That's a really good person to give last ball to. Very dodgy, got a really good block. And as you can see, baited in those throws and survived.
I always hate it when someone instantly drops the ball after a throw like that. I'm like, oh, are you out? And
yeah, no. A little deceiving if you're...
Oh, and now she is, though.
A little deceiving if you're not paying attention. But, wow, they had 5 balls. Oh, no, 4 balls. They elected to only throw 1 there.
Capitalizing on the bounce back. Pelche whips it out of the way. She's a swatter.
She is a swatter. Definitely another 1-ball blocker. Like the skill, definitely appreciate it. Not in my repertoire.
Burden to throw on Hyper. Pelche with 2 in hand.
See if
Brooks.
they double up on the target, and they do. They go for
and it works. Brooks getting nice and low. 2v3 advantage Hyper. Ball advantage on Bloom, their burden to throw. They get into gear. Cross, no connect. Lee pushes and returns to communicate with teammates.
Yeah, I'm really surprised how long Bloom is letting Cynthia Lee, not letting necessarily, but keeping her on the court. Definitely would be a priority target in my book. And they seem to kind of be not throwing her way. They're electing for a lot more cross courts.
Good opportunity to work on her case for MVP as Ramsey is limbed. Now 1v2. You don't mind the trade if you're Hyper.
Oh, we get a windmill followed by an overhand, showing everything that she can do.
An attempted catch, perfectly placed. It's kind of an awkward, it was like ribs. Hard to catch right there.
Honestly, it was like just in time. She recognized that she was going to take a counter just in time. You don't want to give that person the opportunity to throw a counter and then completely set up for the catch. She almost beat her to the punch. She saw her release, and before she could even set up, she got her right in the side. Really well-placed throw.
So taking the opening toss back. No throw on the Hyper end, but a brilliant throw from Jorger, but Brooks getting very low, getting small.
And you can see that Hyper has really found their power line here. This is the 3rd point in a row that all 6 of these players have been on the court, but it's been working because they've won all 3 of those points.
And that's a sign of an advanced team. Like sometimes you go to a tournament and you're like, hey, let's kind of split our roster up. We're here for playing time, and this team is kind of going like, well, no, we're riding vibes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when you get to this level, as much as everybody is here and they pay to be here, and it's, everybody wants playing time. If you want to win, sometimes you just got to ride the hot hand. And sometimes it's just working. You got a world's MVP sitting on your sideline, and that just is a testament to how much talent you have on your team.
And co-captain, so that's like that self-leadership to say, hey, you guys keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Some good recognition to say, hey, you guys are running it, and I'm not going to step in the way of your funk.
Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Dr. Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, well, that went right over my head, sorry.
Bloom with the burden. They've got an extra ball. Rhea Bruno in the middle, number 4. I haven't seen some heroics for her. It's Ramsey.
That is the 3rd time in a row they have elected to throw at Alyssa Wright. Maybe changing up the target could be beneficial.
Yeah, there's a gravitation on that right end. Like, we're not too many balls.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're really just leaving Cynthia Lee alone over here, which I just think is so deadly. What a great catch.
Field into the midst of Chung.
Chung makes the catch and so calmly makes a play call for her team.
And this time the captain squares up on Lee, takes her out, so eliminated on the journey too. So 3 remaining for Hyper. Player advantage for Bloom, a very important set for them because they're down 3 points.
Yeah, there's still 7 minutes left on the clock, but every single set matters at this point.
Right, limbed. Ready, set, they deliver. Pelche, 2-ball block though, wow.
I do like the option to put 2 balls on her. When you're up bodies, you can afford to
She can be similar to you in that, like, looking bewildered on a play and yet actually very coordinated. It's like, oh, did that get?
I have been told I look scared on the court sometimes. I'm just wide-eyed. I want to see everything that's going on, you know?
Like a wise owl aperture.
Yeah, exactly. I just need to see the whole court.
Brooks, Pelche, 2 versus a near full Bloom, 5. Watch Captain Balance squaring up. Now 1v5.
Jorger with a really good rundown counter.
Pelche very good in transition, and that sideline is just nasty.
That just came in so low. It is such a unique throw. I really, really like it.
Expect a long set. Send 1. You're getting low, going up. That's athleticism right there.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised Molly elected to throw that second one, but it didn't seem to do her any damage in the moment.
And a hail of bullets, protected.
Wow, that was a really good double ball block. And again, that sidearm going from the right side to the left side, it just like sweeps across the court.
And stayed on the same target. Ooh, just it was like, I'm done moving around.
Yeah. I think Wu got herself a little bit stuck there trying to get a ball.
And 1, 2. She's clean. Oh, no, it hit a shoe.
The head ref does call that. I couldn't see it from this angle.
It's tricky with that smackdown, right?
Yeah,
when you
exactly.
swipe, you could be swiping at yourself.
Yeah, but Nathan Herbert is a very
World
experienced
class.
ref. Yes, ref at Worlds, ref and played at Worlds.
Leaf now on as well as Lau. So with that streak broken, new lineup.
Yeah, 5 minutes. So Bloom has 5 minutes to try to get 2 points to at least tie it up.
Plenty of time as Lau clipped on the shoulder. Brooks stays alive.
Yeah, retaliated. They retaliated on Alyssa Jorger.
Defensive play call by Ramsey. Clipping Balance. Nothing doing by Wu, so maybe it was her if there was anything.
Oh, and we do see Rielle Leaf back on the court, making play calls out in the middle for her team.
It might have been like, as long as you're going on this run.
Honestly, as long as you're winning, keep winning. But they did drop that set, so maybe that was their decision to put someone else on the court. Yeah.
When you've got someone doing a 1v that long too, like at the very least that player is likely to go. Well, now is your opportunity to vote for the VC Ultimate Player of the Match. Still plenty of time to finalize your vote. As Brooks, Wright and Leaf are taken out.
Yeah, Wright and Leaf eliminated, and it's going to be a 4v3. They got 5 balls in hand.
And they send 1, 2 different
they go
targets.
for a little bit of a cross. I'm really surprised, again, they didn't stack up on Cynthia Lee. And you really got to recognize who's been doing a lot of damage.
The Lee.
Yeah, again, another cross court right in front of Cynthia. That is a really risky move.
Field with 2 balls in hand. No send from her. Brooks, winger on winger, but protected as Ramsey. Time is ticking away. 3, 3, 3.
About 3.5 minutes. This is going to be pivotal for Bloom. They have to go fast, but not too fast that they risk taking the loss, which could be devastating.
So are we likely to see a 2-ball throw here from Hyper? Like, are they going to just slow it down? Or is it still too close?
If I were them, I would not be throwing 2 balls in this situation. You'll often hear me on my own sidelines yelling, just one, when we want to slow down the pace a little, not give them too many balls. Obviously, we're still going for targets, but we're not doubling up. So I could see them holding off on balls. You can only give them 3 so they don't get the opportunity to stack up on any one player.
Lee 2 in hand. Like we said, it'd be a surprise if she rips both. That'd be a very big surprise. She only needs 1.
Yeah, she only needs 1. That second one was just for decoration.
Just to balance out the trebuchet's weight there. And she is getting targeted more often.
Now again, I see with 4 balls, I see them going up with just 1.
2 and change. 3v3. 2-point advantage.
It'd be nice for them to sort of put the final stamp on it, but I could also see a world where they're willing to take the 2 minutes and let it end just like that.
Field gets small. Stays alive. Preemptive throw. And Lee Garden gets it. You try and throw at her, but she protects.
Exactly.
She throws one, you're out.
And again, they keep going for the other side. You can see them putting a lot of attention on Jill Brooks and just leaving Cynthia to kind of do whatever she wants.
Now, if you're Ramsey, yeah, you go for a catch.
Go for a catch, yeah, exactly. This is always the hardest. This amount of time in a game is always the weirdest to me in playoffs. You know, you have like a minute and a half. There's no real chance for you guys to come back, unfortunately, but you still got to get out there, play it out, give it your all. This could end in, they don't go into no blocking, so the point could potentially just end. It's just over a minute.
Do you just go nuts?
Yeah, honestly, if I were in this situation, I'd kind of just be telling my team to have some fun with it. You know, it's unfortunately 7-4 with a minute left. You know, why not just go try to do something cool, go for some cool throws, some cool catches.
And the battle of the Alyssas ends in favor of Miss Wright.
Yeah.
And they do target Lee. Swipes it out of the way. Leaf with the play call. We want to see Lee throw it again, but it's right this time. Big shot at her, just getting clipped. That must have grazed her. She got her head well out of the way.
Maybe just got a little bit of her hair. You can see her pointing that on the sideline. Oh, that was a very good counter from number 10.
Well, save that one as a strategy for next time.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe they should have been doing that a little bit earlier. But again, a little too late. There's only 15 seconds left. I'm really surprised at how slow and steady this point is going, considering, you know, it could kind of just end. Oh, wow. Leaf does manage to block that.
Wow,
yeah, she.
Like a little wrist block.
Yeah, honestly, I thought she almost blocked it into Leaf.
Congratulations, Hyper. We knew the Battle of BC meant one team moving forward in the round of 16.
Yeah, congratulations, Hyper, and really well fought, Bloom. I think both teams should be very proud of their performance on this court.
Well. Okay, so maybe you'll be seeing potentially Hyper in a future round. What's next up for you? Do you know your opponent?
We are waiting. I believe that it will be the number 6 seed versus the number 11, which is Rogue versus Nightmare, and we'll be playing the winner of that.
Okay, fantastic.
At 5:25, so in an hour.
Awesome. Well, we'll take it back to the schedule, and thank you very much for listening.
Bye, everyone.